Welcome back, folks. I have to think about this. Now, I cannot see... Oh, it's because I was in the wrong bloody list. You idiot. That's why I couldn't see the... Ugh. Foolish. Right, then we're going to have to try and go here for a full attack reels. Darn it! Pitiful amount of damage, that. Welcome back to living there, Whacker. Now, unfortunately, negative status-wise, they have something called curse on them, meaning that we can't actually use our limits anymore. Pretty annoying, I think you'll agree. Oh, good hit there, Whacker. Brilliant hit there. Nothing else that we can damage it with, I don't think. We'll just defend for now. Pretty weak. Don't know how you actually get rid of darkness. God, it's really testing us, this dude. Oh, you lamer. Okay, this guy could be our first challenge, basically. I've just thought, where did haste go? I thought that Hyper G thing caused haste as well, but it doesn't seem like it does there. I'll tell you what, let's bring this thing in, let's try and armor break it, see if that does up. Ah, it does, good. Ah, good, we can slow it. Wait a minute. How did it... So, wait a minute, does it counter negative statuses that we put on it or something? It must do, which is annoying, but we can get around it. Now, I bet I'm going to be right here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, here we go again. This is where confusion-proof armor's coming. Oh, well done there, Tidus. Ha! You missed. So if it's cast haste on itself, can we overwrite it with slow? Yes, we can. Ah, you see, it's not dumb. It counters every time with that. It's not dumb, folks. This could actually be a difficult fight. Okay, okay. We might need... You know what, folks? I think we need a new tactic for this dude. Now, we've got to think carefully here. Now, my idea is this. I know what happens if you mix together two Wings of Discovery. Trio of quad 9s. Now, what that does is this. Oh, why do I always miss on that last one? See, that's the way we're going to have to kill it, folks. I'm with it. That's the only way I can think of taking this... I mean, with my party, that's the only way I can think of really taking it down easily. I'm just going to have to not screw up with Whacker. Okay, let's try that again. I admit, folks, this guy is a match for me. The first boss that has been a real match for a long, long time. Now, come on, Wacky, concentrate. Oh, yes, perfect. Game over. It's going to be some sick damage. Just watch this. See? Good night, Irene. So, excuse me, folks.
Rest a little?
No need. We reach the summit soon.
I know. That's why I want to stop for a bit. Soon means that there's not much time left.
Riku.
Fine. I'll think on the way.
Nice, 2 return spheres.
Hey, come on, let's go.
We are. Almost there, aren't we?
We've come a long way.
What's so funny?
You remind me of myself. Before, the closer I came to Zanarkand, the more I wondered. When we arrive, Braska will call the final Aeon. He will fight sin, then die. I thought my mind was made up long before. But when I stood here, my resolve wavered.
Never would have figured. Legendary Guardians choke sometimes too, yeah?
Legendary Guardian. I was just a boy. A boy about your age, actually. I wanted to change the world too. But I changed nothing. That is my story.
The walking badass that is Oren. He's done this all before. Okay, Tidus. Oh, you're so close to quick hit. And Wakka's a little bit behind, but when he gets to triple foul, that's the end of his tree pretty much. Now I'm going to go around there. And we're going to get null shock. And null blaze. She's got a little bit further to go yet, but once she gets to auto life, I'm going to use those white magic spheres so that Tidus and Wakka can both get auto life as well. Oh, look at that for a view.
A city dead for 1,000 years. A city I had to see with my own eyes. The end of Yuna's journey. The last chapter in my story. My thoughts, they kept floating up and then slipping through my fingers. Slipping away before I could pin them down with words.
We've made it, folks. We've made it.
Yuna, I say no. If we go down there, then you'll...
Riku, you're a true friend, and I thank you, but I must go. Down to Zanarkand.
I'm not saying we shouldn't go. But should we think about it some more? There's gotta be some kind of way we can save you, Yuna!
All my life, I knew this moment would come.
Yuni...
Thank you, Riku. Thank you for everything.
Don't say that, Yuni. It's not over yet.
We'll find a way, Yuna. Somehow.
Tell Sid, thank you.
No. You can tell him yourself.
Please.
Yuni, don't say that because we're gonna see each other again, okay?
Kimari, let's go. Sir Orin, Kimari told me When my father wanted me taken from Bavel to Besaid, it was you who told Kamari, right? I had always wanted to meet you someday. I am truly glad that I had that chance. Having you as a guardian was so great an honor. I don't know how to thank you. Perhaps, if I defeat Sin, that will be my thanks to you. That's what I'll do. Yes. I will challenge Sin. I will defeat Sin. If you are all there watching this, then I guess Sin is already gone. And so am I. I suppose. Anyway, I just wanted to say, Sir Orin, I thank you.
What about the rest of us?
Kimari, do you remember the first day we met? I was only 7. My father had defeated Sin, and all Bavel was celebrating. Everyone was saying what a hero my father was. I was so happy. But when night came, it occurred to me. My father had defeated Sin, and now he was dead. Now I was all alone. I couldn't sleep. So I wandered into the town, away from the celebrating crowds. I stood on the bridge in Bavel, where my father and I had parted. Standing there, alone, I could see the fields where he had fought Sin. Then, you appeared, Kamari. You said you were looking for the daughter of Braska, remember? At first, I was so scared. Until I realized what a gentle person you are. You weren't used to talking to children. When I told you that I was Braska's daughter, you said you would take me as far from Bavel as you could. That it was the wish of a man facing death. I think I cried then, because that was when I knew my father was dead, and I would never see him again. You just held me, without saying a word. I cried after we got to Besaid, too. When you tried to go, after leaving me in the care of the temple, I held on to you crying, "Don't go, don't go!" And you listened, Kimari. You stayed. Kimari, thank you. Thank you so much.
Well done, Kimari.
And I've always liked your broken horn. Waka, Lulu. I'll never forget my days spent with you, growing up in Besaid. We always played together, us and Chapu. That's why I was always so happy, I think. And when you refused to let me become a summoner, and I did it anyway, I'm sorry. I've always wanted to apologize. You know, when you tried to stop me then, really, I was happy. I could tell you really cared about me. You were like my big brother and sister. No, I think you really were my big brother and sister. What else? I love watching you play blitzball, Waka. I even love it when you scold me, Lulu. Really. I guess that leaves the newest guardian. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes. You are... I am... Well, I'm glad that we met. We haven't even known each other that long, but It's funny. So this is what it feels like. It's a much more wonderful feeling than anything I had ever imagined. Wonderful. But it hurts sometimes. I wonder...
She's got to be talking about love there.
I just want to say thank
Itchy
you
ear,
for
itchy ear.
everything. Maybe that's why it hurts. When I think about us never being together again at all. I'm afraid. No, I shouldn't say that. I'll do that part over.
What you up to?
That's quite an eye-opening little bit of information from Yuna there. I mean, that nearly brought some emotion to me there, thinking that, you know, I'm a dad. I'm not scared to admit that. People know I am. Hold on a minute, am I going the right... Have we been down here? That was where we had the fight. I mean, thinking of, like, if it was me and I was a Grand Summoner, and I'd gone off to fight Sin and left my daughter all alone in the world, it doesn't bear thinking about. We've got to end Sin. One way or another, we've got to end it. But we've made it. After all this time, we have made it. Remember this bit from the start, folks? We've come full circle. We can't let Yuna die. You've got to really question Tidus here, only in the sense that he knows in order to save Spira, they've got to kill his dad, but Yuna will lose her life in the process. What a horrible realization.
listen to my story. This may be our last chance. Hey, there was more, right? I mean, like that time. Anyone?
I think
Yes?
that we should stop. Maybe. For now.
What does she mean, stop for now?
Let's go.
Well, she's obviously resolved. Into the ruins we go. Now you can kind of think as this, folks, is one of the penultimate areas. Not too much stuff here that's important to get item-wise, but there is a few. I think you can get a level 4 key sphere or a level 3 key sphere from somewhere along here. Come on, Hitwhacker. He can probably... Ah, good boy. Riku can survive that, just. I'm gonna say, just. We'll also get a protect on Tidus, because he's got the second lowest HP. Boom.